Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be another testing out new makeup products video, and then in a few weeks I will be doing a follow-up video using basically all the products that I did use today and kind of give you my thoughts on them, because these are all first impression products. So I want to do a follow-up video and see if my opinion changed about them, if I like them, if I don't like them, everything like that. I want to start doing follow-up videos whenever I do like first impressions, I think. Anytime I do a first impression, I want to start doing like follow-ups with all the products. That way you actually know what I think after using it more than just one time. I have a lot of goodies to share with y'all today. Some face products, lip products, eyeshadow stuff, and most of it is drugstore. I don't think any of this stuff is high-end, unless you count the balm as high-end, but normally the balm's kind of more on like the lower side. But that is pretty much going to be everything, and let's just go ahead and get started. So like I did say, I have a lot of stuff. I have one of the LA Girl Eye Luxe mesmerizing little quads. I have this Naked Cosmetics holographic highlighter palette. I thought this would be kind of cool to play with, just to kind of see. And then I have this Colourpop Golden State of Mind shadow palette, which is literally full of shimmers. Like, it's, you know, figure out we could just dabble in there. And then I got this from TJ Maxx, which I was kind of intrigued with. It's by Profusion, which they recently did sell. Really? Like, what? I woke up at 6:30 this morning for class, so my brain is foggy. I had a crazy morning. My coffee spilled all over me. It was iced coffee, so it didn't burn me, but the lid wasn't like on, the cup was broken, and I have had like barely any coffee. I sat through 2 lectures this morning, so my brain's pretty foggy. But anyways, they started selling Profusion at Target, and I actually got this at TJ Maxx. And this is like a blush bronzer highlighting thing. We'll kind of see. I mean, we'll just kind of play around with it, because I also have the other highlighting palette I want to use. But this also came with 3 brushes and a mirror. And I mean, the brushes are a little wonky feeling, but they don't seem that bad. So I definitely wanted to try this out. Then we also have the NYX Honey Do Me Up, which I've heard this breaks people out. Really hope it doesn't break me out, because I'm having some problems in this area. We have the Wet n Wild Mega Clear Mascara, which I will more than likely use my brows. We have 2 lip options, one from Zoya, I believe, the lipstick, and then the balm. And then we have this blending sponge, the Studio 35 Beauty. I believe this is from CVS or Walgreens, and we're just basically gonna try all these goodies out today. So first off, basically, is this sponge, and I want to go wet it first, but this is about the size of it when it's completely dry. As you can tell, it's pretty good size palm of my hand. It's actually a pretty squishy feeling. It's not rock solid. I believe this, I want to say it was around $5, but any beauty blender option that's cheaper than the original beauty blender is always great in my opinion. I don't ever use an original beauty blender just because I feel like it's a waste of money, but this guy seems pretty soft, so I'm going to go wet this. Okay, so here's the sponge after it is wet. It did grow in size. It definitely got a lot fatter, and this is a very, very squishy. Like, this is really soft to be coming from like a CVS or Walgreens brand. This is a very, very soft, very squishy. I would have to say though, I feel like it does soak up quite a bit of water, so you definitely want to wring it out, because I can still kind of hear and feel a little bit of water right directly into the center, but it's very, very soft. And I was going to do our face products first, but actually I'm going to do my brows off camera, and then we're going to come in and start with the eyes. That way I can just save my face makeup just in case the eye stuff isn't good. So I'm just going to use my Essence eyebrow gel off camera, and then we'll come back in and start the eye. Okay, so now that brows are on, we're going to go in with the Wet n Wild Mega Clear Brow and Lash Mascara. This is basically just a clear mascara, and I just kind of want to see how it holds the brows in place, if it keeps them in place for a while. So, and I want to see how like wet it is. I feel like clear mascara like this can be a little bit like heavy and wet, so I can definitely feel it going on. I like the spoolie though. I feel like it does a really good job at getting every brow hair. Feel it pulling, like I can feel it on all of my hairs. So it's definitely pretty wet, because I can see the shininess in my brows. Okay, so now that brows are done, we're going to start with the eyes. I'm not gonna do tape or anything today. I think I'm feeling no tape, but we are gonna use this LA Girl Eye Luxe mesmerizing quad. This is in 465 Urbanize. This is a lot different than the normal palettes that are on the market right now, and it's not very warm toned to me. It's a little bit more cool toned. I don't know, it looks cool toned, But we're gonna do something with just these 4 shades, and then we are, like I said in the beginning, gonna incorporate this Colourpop. There's no way I could use every shimmer in here, but we're gonna incorporate some of these. So we're gonna figure something out. Definitely nothing too like glam, like I'm in a braid, like I'm just sitting here chilling in a t-shirt. So we're just gonna keep this pretty realistic here. Taking this shade right here, and since this is like the lightest shade in here, I'm just going to take this into the crease first. A little bit of powdery, but not too bad. And we're just gonna buff this into the crease. I have been eyeing also lots of stuff on BH Cosmetics. Like, I don't know why, but I'm just kind of into that recently, and I kind of want to order some stuff off BH. Like, this is a BH brush. This is a number 5, and I love this for the first transition shade that I put down. And I kind of just want to order some brushes and just some other stuff off of their website, and kind of like maybe do a video dedicated to just BH cosmetic stuff, or maybe like a full face of BH. I also have some good like fall idea videos in mind that I also want to do that are like clothing related for fall, because that's another thing I love is clothes. Obviously I do lots of hauls here, so I have a lot of video ideas I want to do. It's just hard because school just started up this week, so it's been a little hectic. This shade is blending out nicely. I definitely like the color. It's kind of like an orange color, but it's not too like intensely orange. And then I'm gonna take this shade right here, which is more of like the lighter gray shade, and I'm going to basically put this on the outer V and buff this into the crease. I mean, we may not use the white shade simply because I want to use that Colourpop palette also. But I'm going to try to use as many shimmers as I can out of the Colourpop palette. And these shades definitely don't have very much kick up. They're pretty good pigmentation. This one I'm currently using, this grayer one, has pretty good pigmentation, as you can see. I mean, it's nothing crazy, but then again, I think these quads are around $6, I want to say. I could be wrong, but they're way more affordable, and they have lots of options. Good for travel. Granted, this one is all mattes, but if you're a matte lover, you'd really like this, because I really like these 2 shades blended together. I think they look good. So next, on a smaller brush, I'm going to take this darker black shade. It's kind of like a gray black, and I'm going to start basically kind of dabbling this onto the outer V and then into the crease just a little. I'm kind of liking this look it's giving me too. It's kind of like a grungy eye, and I really like this. Like, it's really pretty. And I think it would even be pretty if you took this white shade and put it all over the lid and kind of made it matte, like an all matte look, and then really smoked it out on the lower lash. And I think this would be pretty. It would also be cute with a wing liner, but I'm terrible at wing liner. That's part of the reason I never do it. And besides, like, wing liner doesn't look good on everybody, and it's not suitable for everybody. So why would I do it? Anyways, I'm going to go in with the Colourpop palette now, and I don't know what shade I want to use. Kind of maybe want to use this darker shade down here, and then maybe like incorporate like this red shade. Like, I want to incorporate a lot. And I kind of think it's cool that this is a full like shimmer palette. Granted, you can't create a full look with it, so that's really the only drawback. Would I buy this if it wasn't sent in BoxyCharm? No, because like I said, I wouldn't see the full use of it. But we're gonna go in with this more darker shade. I think this is called Tinker Time, and I'm taking a 242 brush, and this is not wet because I want to see what it looks like dry first, which I think I'm gonna have to wet it because it looks very dry. And I'm gonna put this in the inner part of the eye. Ooh, yeah, I'm gonna have to get this wet because this is gonna fall everywhere. Yeah, no, like, it looks pretty dry, but it needs to be more intense. So I'm taking just a little bit of Fix Plus. I love this stuff. I don't ever use it on my face. I literally just use it to intensify makeup products. I'm gonna go with the same shade, and let's just see. Oh yeah, see how much better that made that look? And this one's kind of pretty. It's almost like a gunmetal shade. Wow, okay, I actually really like this shade that I am applying right here to the inner corner. It's really pretty. That's gonna be pretty for fall. But I think I want to apply another glitter shade right here. I think I'm gonna apply a gold shade. I think this is called Uptight, correct? Or I think the one I just used was called Lust in Time. I don't know. Sometimes the names on the back of these confuse me. But I'm pretty sure the one I'm gonna use is called either Uptight or Sparkler. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. One of those two. And I am going to go in and wet the other side of my MAC 242. I desperately need to clean my brushes. This is absolutely terrible. So this is a really pretty gold shade that we're going to now apply. Okay, well, I can't tell a difference at all between those two shades. I don't know. Can y'all tell a difference? Because I really can't tell a difference. I'm gonna go with the shade right next to it, which I think is called Can't Stop. Oh yeah, that one's like a little bit more reflective and icy looking. Oh, okay. I like that. The color that has me really intrigued in this palette though is this kind of like white icy blue shade. I really want to use that. I don't think it's gonna go with this look though, so I'll probably have to use it in a different tutorial. So I'm gonna take the second brown shade we did use and blend the crease out. See, this is a very easy look that really doesn't require many products. You don't even have to use that Colourpop palette, and you could use any shimmers that you have, any shimmers that you like if you're a fan of a certain formula. And the quads, like I said, are really affordable, super easy to use. There's only 4 shades, so it doesn't really add too much confusion. Because I know if you're a beginner in makeup, looking at a palette like Soft Glam or something from Anastasia, it can definitely overwhelm you just a little bit. And I'm just re-intensifying the outer black shade that we did apply. And I think I'm gonna stop right there on the eyes, simply because I just don't want to overdo it. Okay, so primer, the only thing I have that is new primer-wise, like I said, is the NYX Honey Do Me Up Honey, which is a natural antiseptic, gold flakes, which increases skin radiance, which apparently your skin can absorb gold. Don't really see the point of it then. Probably just for looks. And collagen for smoother skin. So we are going to apply this. I know it breaks Jessica Braun out, so I'm really worried. This product is, I think, a little more expensive to be considered drugstore. And I don't really know how I feel about that. But then again, wow, okay, just dropped my tweezers. I guess most drugstore products nowadays are becoming closer to high-end prices. And I don't really understand that, because if I was gonna pay, you know, $15 for something from the drugstore when I could probably go and buy the same thing from Urban Decay or something of the same sort, I'd probably buy the higher end one, just because, like, why? I mean, I might as well pay for the name that I'm getting, which that's kind of the whole point sometimes with the high end stuff, is just the name that you pay for. Granted, there's a formula change and all that, but I feel like that's a whole separate video. Anyways, I get on these like mini rants. We are going to be applying this. It does have a spatula to it, and it seems pretty like thick. So yeah, we're gonna basically, oh, that's cold. Okay. Ooh, smells good too. We're just gonna apply this everywhere. If it breaks me out, I'm gonna be very, very sad, because I'm trying to heal the pimples currently on my face. But it seems very, very sticky. I do have oily skin, so I don't know how well this would go on like an everyday basis. Like, I'm not too sure if I could wear it into the summer, simply because your girl produces a lot of oils. You can definitely see the gold flakes. Like, if you don't like that shimmer look, I would avoid this, because you can definitely see them. But it's very tacky. It has a little bit of hydration to it. Like, these pimples over here, like, I don't know, I'm assuming stress is what is causing those. But they're a little bit more hydrated on top, not as dry. Definitely very tacky, smells good. So we're gonna see how the foundation I apply does, and we're gonna do the e.l.f. Acne Fighting Foundation. I have it in the shade Porcelain. This is not porcelain. This oxidizes and gets darker a lot quicker. But we're going to apply this to the skin. I do really like this foundation, really, really good coverage. And we're gonna take the same sponge, and let's do the side with the pimples, that way we can see. Ooh, look at that. Blah. They're like basically gone. I don't know what kind of noise I just made, but Oh yes. So this sponge feels pretty good so far. I just feel like it's very wet in the center. I don't really know how I feel about that. Like I feel like it's soaked up a lot more water than my normal sponges would. But it's blending everything out nicely. Like it's not doing a bad job. It still looks good. So that is basically the foundation blended out. And I do like the sponge. I just think I need to get the excess water out next time. But I am going to apply concealer and powder my face because I think I don't have a concealer or anything. And then we're going to go on to the blush, bronzer, and highlight. Now the concealer and the black liner is done. I went ahead and did that. I have to say I'm not a huge fan of this brow mascara. It's not very strong. Like my eyebrow hairs definitely did move around and I'm just not crazy about it. I'm not digging it, so I really don't like it. So now we're going to go ahead and move on to the face. So I'm going to be using this Profusion blush and bronzer little trio thing. So I'm pretty excited about this. And it does come with 3 brushes on the other side, so I will be using the brushes. This is like their angled brush. I don't know if I'll be able to use that. I have no idea what this little one is. And then there's another little one, just kind of like more angled, but they're all misshaped because of this packaging they make them fit into. So I think I'm going to use this fluffier angling one for bronzing. And there's not that many bronzing shades. There's only these 2 bronzing shades. Those are all blushes and these 2 are highlighters. So I'm just going to mix the 2 bronzing shades together and hope for the best because this could be scary. The brush is very flimsy, like there's not a lot of backbone behind them. It definitely did the job, but I don't think I'm crazy about the brush. I feel like the brush feels cheap. So I'm going to do is actually take my bronzing brush and I'm going to take the other shades again and go in on this side. They're very powdery. There's a lot of kick up in the pan, which I figured because these are a lot more on the affordable side. I can definitely see the color payoff on my cheeks. I mean, I'm not like absolutely just blown away by it. So that's like, I mean, it's the only bad thing. I'm not like absolutely crazy about it. The packaging is pretty dang bulky too. But I'm gonna stop there. That way I don't just keep adding bronzer. And then I'm gonna try and use the same brush again for blush. I think I'm just gonna mix together the 2 like peachy, oh god, there's a lot of kick up in there, nude shades. Okay, yeah, I don't like those brushes. So I'm gonna go with my blush brush and I do like those shades mixed together though. They look much better applied with my blush brush. Very, very light on the skin. Not pretty like in your face blush colors, but they are really, really pretty. Okay, so before we do any type of highlighting or anything like that, I want to take the Naked Cosmetics, this like colorful highlighting palette. I'm pretty intrigued by this. It has these really cool shades in it, so I don't know. I feel like I need to use it something. So I think what I want to do is I want to go in with this yellow one first. It's on the bottom right down here. And we're gonna take a little bit of this. Oh. Okay, it's a little bit dark for my skin tone, but it's kind of cool. Like, that's pretty dang cool, you ask me. But I definitely need to lighten it up. So I'm actually gonna go in with a little bit of like this pinky shade in this corner up here. See, now that kind of made it a little bit more of like a silver highlight because this is pretty gold. And then once I applied the pink, it gets a little bit more silver. So I kind of like this. Like for days where I want to have a little bit of color highlight, because I've been getting into like more like white pink highlights and this one's pretty. I definitely need to take a duo fiber to it though, but it is pretty, and surprisingly there's not like chunks of glitter or anything in it, and it really doesn't emphasize texture. Like I had some highlights that look terrible on my texture, y'all. Like it looks absolutely bad. But this looks pretty good. I don't know, I kind of like it. Like it's pretty different. I guess that's why I like it. So to finish up the lower lash line, I'm definitely not going to do anything crazy. I'm basically going to mix all three of the darker shades together on a fluffy brush and buff that on my lower lash line. And then I think that's gonna be pretty much it for the eyes. I am going to apply some mascara. I'm gonna take the Essence Volume Stylish Lash Extension Mascara. Okay, so now the mascara's on, just to use the highlights out of here, I'm gonna go in with this lighter highlight shade and apply this to the inner corner. And then I'm also gonna apply it to the brow bone. Definitely think the shade looks good in the inner corner though. It's really brightening. So now the final part, lips. We have something very bold and very pinky we could use. Or I think this is more like purple, which I think this would be really pretty to use. This is by Zoya. This is a lipstick in the shade Addie. So this feels so like light. It's the weirdest feeling. So we're gonna kind of see. I'm gonna swatch this one. So actually this isn't very purple. It's kind of like a purpley pinky mauve. And then we have this, the Balm liquid lipstick in Sentimental, which is very, very bright, like fuchsia shade, which I don't know how well that's gonna match considering this is a pretty kind of simple look, just a little bit more grungy. So like I think the red one would be fun, but I think I'm definitely, I don't know, I think I'm definitely gonna go with this Zoya one just because I feel like the red one would be a little too much. So we're gonna take this one. I actually really like this lipstick shade. Like this is really pretty, very creamy too. Like I didn't even know Zoya made lipsticks. Do they make makeup products? Like what? I thought they were just nail polish. So that is basically everything for this makeup tutorial. I'm just wiping off this lipstick here so I don't get it anywhere. I hope you guys did enjoy it though. It was pretty much fun testing everything out. I will include, like I said in the beginning, these products in like a follow update video in a few weeks or so. So keep an eye out for that if you want a final update on any of these products in here. But this lipstick, I really like this lipstick. This is nice. Very comfortable too, but I really like it. I don't know, it's kind of more simple. I get tired of doing like extreme makeup looks with lashes sometimes, and sometimes I absolutely love it and just want to do it every time. But today I was feeling definitely more kind of more like laid back. Let's just sit here and test out some makeup. So I definitely like this. This is something I would wear on an everyday basis. I will link all the products down below just in case you are interested in anything. Thank you all so much for watching. Please subscribe and I'll see you guys later. Bye y'all.